Good morning, Rajalakshmi. Thank you for joining in today's interview. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Deep. Yeah, I am fine, Deep.
Great. So, Rajalakshmi, since you have come in today's interview session, first of all, I would like to know something about yourself.
Okay. Myself, Rajalakshmi. I have completed Electronic and Instrumentation Engineering in JPI Engineering College. I'm 2014 passed out, and I have worked in a Wipro for 2 years as a project engineer in SAP basis domain. But due to family emergency, I have took a break. Now again, I want to start my career as a in a testing domain. Um, I have learned a testing course for duration of 1 year. So I need to enhance my skills and I need to learn new technologies in the industry.
Right. Thank you for sharing the details. As you mentioned that you had taken a break due to some family emergencies and all, and it's a very good decision that you have taken that you want to uh, start your career once again. So, as you mentioned that you're switching your profile from SAP to software testing. So, why have you chosen software testing and not any other technology?
Because I like automation testing actually. So I need to start a career because if we work in any domain, first we have interest. So I have interest in the testing domain. So I have started a career in the testing.
Right. So don't you think that since you have taken a break and once again you are starting your career, so the other people who are right now in the industry have a better advantage than you, means they are more technologically sound than you. So why should I hire you?
Mm. Yes, you're correct. But I will upgrade my skills according to the environment. According to the industry requirement, I will upgrade my skills.
Okay, that's right. So right. So Rajalakshmi, since you are once again keen to join the IT industry, and suppose you get selected in today's interview, what is that one thing that you would like to bring in my company as your strength so that I should hire you? Yeah.
Mm. I will be a responsible person who take responsibilities of the industry. Will take care, who will take all the responsibilities of the industry for the growth of an organization.
That's well said. So I guess there are some areas of improvements in you as well. So we are not all perfect as a human being. So what is that one weakness that you would like to overcome for yourself? Yeah.
Weakness. I need to improve my communication.
Okay, since you mentioned that you need to improve your communication skills, see, communication is a very important part of the business. Okay, so do you think that you do not communicate well enough? So if I select you, is it that you are not going to communicate better with your teammates or your project manager, which might lead to some problem?
No, no, I will communicate, but I think I need to um, improve further. I need to come. I know how to communicate with the teammates. I'm okay with that, but I need to improve from that.
Okay, okay, understood. So suppose, for example, you are selected in the industry and you have started working in the industry as well. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years of time?
Mm. I will upgrade my skills. Okay, and I have an in-depth knowledge of this skill, in-depth knowledge of an industry, and I will be responsible. I will be responsible. Sorry, I will take responsibilities of the industry, and I will work better for the growth of an organization.
Right. Okay. Understood. Thank you for sharing all the details that you wanted to showcase about yourself. So I'm done with the HR questions. If any one of you, Amol and Govind, would like to add or ask something over here.
No, in technical part, I will ask.
Okay, so just from my side, one question. Um, what do you think that why we should hire you?
Because you think that I have a knowledge, current knowledge of an industry.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, Rajalakshmi, we are going to start with the technical round.
Okay.
If you want to have a glass of water in between, you can have.
Okay, no.
Right. So I'll just start with my questions. So
Okay.
as you are interested to build your career in software testing, I would like to know that for you, what is the definition of software testing?
It's a process of evaluation of a software product to determine whether the software product meets the customer requirements or and expectations or not.
Okay. So I guess during your software testing course that you have gone through, as you mentioned, you might have made various kinds of uh, test cases, right? So what is
Yeah.
use case testing?
Sorry.
What is use case testing?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So what is the difference between STLC and SDLC?
SDLC is a software development uh, life cycle. Okay. STLC is a software testing development life cycle. SDLC consists of the requirement analysis phase, design phase, implementation phase, verification, and um, acceptance phase. That's maintenance phase. In STLC also same thing. It also contains a requirement analysis phase, and then test planning, test case development, environmental setup, test execution, and test closure. In SDLC, for the requirement phase, we will discuss about what are the expectations of the customers or a user. What are the requirement? We will see in a requirement phase. And then in STLC requirement phase, we will plan the testable requirements. What are the testable requirements? We will see in the STLC. And then in SDLC, the design phase. And in design phase, we will talk about the system design, module designs, all designs, and then we are implementing it, and then we are testing it, and we are and accepting the user accepting the software what we have developed. In STLC, first I will plan the testable requirement, and then test case is developed according to the requirement, and test case is environmental is set up for the test cases what we have planned, developed, and then testing those test cases, and will provide the test closure report.
Okay. So what is the difference between static and dynamic testing?
Static testing is also called as a verification. Okay, it involves an evaluation of a product development phase to find whether the software meets the requirement. A dynamic testing is also known as a validation. It involves the process of evaluating a software after the completion of a development phase to determine whether the meets the required expectations, customer requirements and expectations or not.
Okay. So what do you mean by integration testing?
Integration testing is a levels of software testing, which includes individual units or combined and grouped, and tested as a group. It is divided into two types. Okay, big bang, non-incremental, and then incremental. In incremental is subdivided into top-down approach, bottom-up approach, and sandwich approach. Shall I need to explain the types also?
Rajalakshmi, I would like to ask one question. Tell me, what is defect?
Or defect? Okay. An error accepted by the, an error found by the tester is called as defect.
Is there any difference between error and defect?
Yeah, a mistake in a coding is called as error. Okay, the error found by a tester is called as defect.
Okay. Will that harm to system? Means, yeah.
Will defect harm the system, you're asking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, what is testware?
Testware.
Okay. Govind, if you have to ask any question, then you can ask.
Yeah, sure. So when we, I'll just give you a scenario. If you want to say test an email functionality, or you can say the email address, mainly the field called as email address, there can be n number of inputs for an email address, right? So what kind of strategies you will use to minimize those? Or what will be your set of inputs that you will test?
Okay, now to minimize the inputs, right?
Yeah.
Right. Equivalence class partitioning. Equivalence class partitioning technique.
Okay, so what is that and how you will use it in the field, which I gave you an example of?
Equivalence class partitioning is nothing but it divides the input data into a classes from where the test cases is derived. Okay. The main goal is to reduce the set of the test cases. This is the main goal of an ECP. And then for example, if the input vary, for example, vary from 0 to n, sorry, 1 to n means 1 to n is a one input, okay, and the other input is 0 to 1. I will check. And other input as n to n plus plus.
Okay. So give me for a chair, for example, give me 5 test cases that you will validate for a verification and 5 test cases that you will be validating for a verification.
Chair.
For a chair. Yeah.
Okay. Verification, color, brand, what brand, and then shape of the chair, and we're having a holder to hold my hands, and then the rotating ornament. Verification. In validation, it's a plastic or a wooden chair, and then how much kg it can withstand, and then the pushback chair or what. Verify whether it's a pushback chair or what, and I will verify how many legs are there in the chair. To verify how many legs are there in the chair,
Okay, not an issue. Tell me about the defect life cycle.
When the defect is found, it should be assigned to a tester. Okay, first it will be in new phase, and then it will be open. Okay, and we will work on that, and it will be closed. If we need any modifications or we need to update anything in the defect, again we will reopen it, and again we will retest, and then we will close.
Okay. What is the deferred status of a defect?
Default status of a defect.
Yeah. Okay, not an issue. Tell me an example of a high immediate priority and medium severity.
Immediate priority. Okay. When in Amazon website, okay, when I'm opening a grocery field, okay, it shows instead of a groceries, it's showing clothes. Okay, so actually I am asking for a grocery, but it's showing for a clothes.
Okay. Fine. So, yeah, just last question from my side. What is internalization? How would you test some features of, say, you want to test something in internalization? So, what is it? Say your script or your code or say your site will be available when it's US timing, say 9:30. So how would you test this?
Okay, no issues. Rajlakshmi, I would like to ask one question. Tell me what are different software testing tools or softwares available in market to test any software?
Selenium.
Selenium.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Okay. Have you used that? No.
No.
Okay. Okay, no worries. Tell me what is code testing? Code. CURD.
Code testing. No.
Okay. No worries. So last question from my side. Tell me what is load testing?
Load testing is a type of a non-functional testing.
Okay. So Deep, I'm done for my side.
Okay. So thank you everyone for sharing the questions as well. So I would like to end this with one question. So, so Rajalakshmi, if you get selected in my company, so can you just describe the workplace that you will be the most happy and productive? How means what type of workplace do you like the most, so that it can bring out the most productivity from you?
What kind of workplace you're asking?
Yeah, suppose you are selected in my company, okay, and you are working, so that you are very happy and productive. What kind of environment do you want around you, so that it can bring out the maximum productivity from you?
It can be any environment. It
So
can
you
be any
can work.
environment.
So you can. So you are saying that you can work in an environment where your the person you are sitting next to you is not talking good about you. Will that be a good and healthy environment?
No, I won't. I won't bother about that.
Okay. Okay.
I want to work.
That's great. So, okay, with that, we have come to today's mock interview session. Thank you, Raja Lakshmi, for joining in today's interview. And very soon we are going to meet with the feedbacks as well. Okay. And we are going to discuss in details of all the points that are required to be told to you. Okay. Do you have any questions for us, any one of us?
No, no.
No questions. Okay. Thank you once again. And thank you, Amol and Govind, for joining in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you,
all.
everyone.
Thank you, Rajlakshmi. Govind and
Thank you. Thank you.